What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the 182 News YouTube page. Appreciate you checking out this video. Today we are going to unbox a brand new Mark Hoppus Fender signature bass guitar. I'm so stoked for this. Snagged it in seafoam green. We're going to unbox it and I will play it just a little bit and probably butcher some songs just for you. I just did a video unboxing a new Tom DeLonge Starcaster. Definitely check that one out if you haven't yet. I love that guitar. I have not been able to stop playing it since I did the video. Honestly, just can't say enough positive things about it. Been blown away by how it feels, and again, just how light it is and how sick the neck is. For today, we're gonna unbox the new one. I did pick up the last bass from Hi, My Name is Mark. This is one of the original 50, I think, that dropped through Mark's website, HiMyNameIsMark.com. And I will say I'm not a great bassist by any means. I typically play guitar. However, I do like to strum a bass here and there or pluck at it. When I got this one, it was really the first time I started trying to play a lot of bass. And I will say, while beautiful, I mean, this thing is stunning if you look at it, this neck is just too big for me. And this is a precision style neck. So it's a Jaguar body, P-bass style C-shaped neck. This one has the block inlays with the Pal Ferro finish. Mine was a little light. I know some people were talking about that whenever they got these, hoping it would be a little bit darker. And while I love this guitar, I just really struggle with playing a neck this thick. And part of what sold me on the new Mark Hoppus signature bass is not only just how stunning the colors looked, but it has a custom C-shaped neck that my understanding is more in line of like a jazz bass neck, to where it should be a little bit smaller for me and my terrible little hands. So I'm hoping with this new neck that I can play it a little bit easier. And that's one of the things that we're going to find out whenever I open this. So when it came time to order, this was directly through Fender. Showed up pretty quick. And really the biggest decision to make is what color you want to go with. There's the Sunburst, which is a beautiful looking guitar, classy looking guitar. However, to me, it was just a no-brainer. I'm going with the seafoam green with the matching headstock. I mean, this thing just pops. Mark had been playing his prototype versions of these throughout the last tour, and the pictures that he has, when you see him with this bass, it just pops and looks so rad. So to me, it was super easy call to snag the seafoam green. I have it right here. This is the box it showed up in. Not too crazy. It does have the model number. It says Mark Hoppus Jag Bass, RWSFMG. And once again, it says expedite. I don't know why. Maybe they know I have a terrible Blink podcast. We'll see. So we're gonna unbox it. Let's do it. Let's do it live. And let's check this thing out for the first time. Okay, the Starcaster was super well packed. Just throw this over there. Oh, I forgot this one came with a gig bag. Okay. Whew. Feeling a little heavy. Dang. Look at that. So the Hi, My Name is Mark one came with that as well. I actually have it back there. Looks to be about the same size octopus that is sewn on there, which is sick. Oh my gosh. Bass guitars are so heavy. Might just be all she wrote right there. Yeah, nothing else in the box. Okay, so gig bag, Fender. Looks to be the exact same gig bag that the Hi, My Name is Mark version came with. Got the, obviously, Mark's logo right there sewn on, which is a nice touch. So let's open this up. And this is the first time I've seen one of these in person. So really stoked to see how the color pops. And then that matching headstock to me is just killer. Let's see. All right, first time opening. It's all covered up safely in here. Okay, the gig bag is empty. Ah! And the prized possession is right here. Looks to be packaged quite nice. Always feel a little bit better when it comes with a gig bag. All right, let me just rip off this piece of tape. Let me see if I can get the headstock reveal first, because to me, this is just so rad. Look at that. Dang. Oh my gosh. And again, I'm not a bassist. I mean, if you follow the channel, I do a lot of stuff on guitars. I've got a handful of guitars over here. I have 3 basses. One's just a Squire, but I just have Mark's old one from a couple years ago, and then this one. So I don't think I've ever seen a headstock painted like this, especially on a bass. Let's see if we can get this off. Ah! It's a terrible sound. Like a torture sound. Here we have it. First look, fresh out of the box. You guys are seeing the front before I did. It's got the little Jaguar paperwork right there. Plastic on the tuners. Got the neck, look at that. It's got the octopus neck plate. Just like the pink one, the hot pink one. Strings through the back, just like the other. Man, this thing is sharp. It's my first time looking at this. What a beautiful paint job. With that pick guard. It's got the shiny pick guard. Single volume knob. This one, unlike the hot pink one, does come with Seymour Duncan Quarter Pound pickups. I know that's a big selling point for some. I remember when the last one dropped, some people were bummed that it didn't come with that, or they just swapped them immediately. So what do we have here? This is probably just warranty information or manual or something. Play better is what my manual should say. And it looks like it's got a little checklist here: prep, assembly, tune test, and inspector. 4 different people signing off on that. Serial number on the back. And then I think one of the key differences that I know I'll like, is this has a Rosewood fretboard, whereas the last version was a Pau-Ferro. Some people on the last one I see, you know, with Pau-Ferro, it's hit and miss. I think some can be light. Mine's particularly light, I think. Some can get a little bit darker one. This is what I think most people would prefer, of course, is that nice dark rosewood finish. But wow, just looking at that, the contrast between the beautiful body right there and then that bright white pick guard is pretty sick. I mean, this is obviously the Jaguar body, but you know, if you just glance at it, I think in a lot of people's minds, you may instantly think about his famous lettuce bass, really his #1 bass, in my opinion, of all time. That's what tons of albums were tracked with. Although it's a very different green, but if you just weren't paying attention, you might mistake this for like his lettuce bass or something if you're not paying too much attention to the body. Yeah, so I think fresh out of the box, this thing, like, it doesn't feel too bad as far as heaviness. The neck, I'm trying to see if I can tell an immediate difference. I feel like this is a smaller, yeah, this is definitely smaller up here. And I think that has to do with the nut width or whatever. I'm not a gearhead hardcore. Let's compare these two. So I have side by side. Wow, the pink is way heavier. The pink is significantly heavier. You know, the body's quite similar, pick guard similar. It's got the reverse pickups are the same, but it is a different pickup in the new Fender. But you can tell that difference right here on the neck and the color versus the Rosewood. And then, yeah, even just holding it right here, I can tell this neck is so much thinner. So I think for me, I will greatly benefit from that playing it. Here's the headstocks. And then this one, I don't think it makes too much of a difference for me personally when I'm playing, but this one does have the nice block inlays, whereas this one has the dots. So, you know, some people prefer, I don't know if it's just aesthetics for most or if some people truly benefit from looking at that. Not too sure, but I'm kind of stoked that they're different. So yeah, this thing feels significantly lighter to me, and I can tell that the neck is way thinner. So I will dig that, because I think when it comes to just that P-bass neck, I mean, it's just huge. And it's not like I don't have super tiny hands or anything. So it's not like I can't reach it. It's just, I don't know. It's just tough for me to play coming from that. So I'll end up plugging this thing in. I know I did an unboxing actually of this Hi, My Name is Mark bass. I did an unboxing video of that when I first got it. And I didn't plug in during that. I should have. I totally should have. I will plug in on this one. I just have a random amp. I think it's just a random Fender amp for bass. And we'll see how it sounds. We'll see how the quarter pound pickups sound. And then I'll give my opinion, I guess, on if it feels any better or worse on my hands. Because I think obviously it's a well-built, nice guitar. It's got a fairly high price point on it. However, I'll be curious to hear how it sounds and plays. So let me just see. That's the test. The podcast intro is always the test on the guitars. That felt great. I can tell right away this neck is significantly better for me personally. So if that's something that you are hoping to get out of that, get away from P-bass necks that feel like baseball bats, this will be a good starting point for sure. Cool. All right, I am going to plug this thing in and let's see how it sounds. All right, we are plugged in. We are tuned to the best of my ability. And we're going to play this through a little Fender amp for the first time. This is my disclaimer. I don't play a lot of bass. I'm not great at it. And if I play stuff incorrectly or miss notes, I apologize in advance. Don't yell at me. It's just the internet. Pretty punchy. It sounds pretty loud. I can tell a big difference in these pickups as well as the neck immediately. Gosh, that sounds like a bright, nice tone. And I'm just going through a dinky little Fender amp. No effects. Sounds pretty cool. My first impressions on this are it looks super rad in person, no doubt about it. Like the paint job is sick. Really dig the neck. I mean, I hands down prefer this neck over the last model, or I guess just a precision neck, period. I think the matching headstock is just the icing on the cake. So really hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed Blink history, and we will talk soon.